Hi guys, so Joe and I just finished a video for the Belizean Brute, and we decided we're going to keep the cameras rolling and we're going to test the recipe once again for the Belizean Stretch Me Guts. You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. So keep your fingers crossed. If it comes out good, we're gonna upload it. If it comes out bad,
we're not going to upload it.
We're still gonna upload it. I don't know what he's talking about. You're gonna see it either way, okay? We've tried this recipe like 6 times already, guys. So fingers and eyes and toes crossed, all right? Let's get started with the ingredients that we're gonna need. So this is 1 cup of coconut water that we ripped off from that coconut that we did the cut brute with. And this is about 4 tablespoons of butter and 3 cups of regular white sugar and half of a lemon. That's all you're going to need to make this candy. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is use about half of this butter to just generously grease this baking sheet, okay? Now here a lot of people say grease the baking sheet, but that's not correct. It's grease. Grease the baking sheet. And then this next amount right here is going to go in the pot when we're making the candy. So let's move over to the pot. So I'm using my big candy making pot again here, guys. And I turn the fire on high. And the first thing I'm going to do is plop that remaining 2 tablespoons of butter in here just to grease the pot. Try to get it up on the sides. This is truly going to be a test. I'm glad you guys are along for the ride though. And of course, you can make candy without coconut water. But this is Belizean Stretch Me Guts, so it's made with coconut water. Put that ton of sugar in there and put the water. And that's coconut water, of course. And we want to stir this until all the sugar crystals dissolve. In just about a minute, it's already boiling. And it has to be way more involved than this, okay? It's going to be boiling more than this. See, the sugar is still trying to dissolve. In the meantime, I squeeze the juice out of our half a lemon. That's going to be our citric acid. You know, it's easy to make the candy if you put corn syrup in it. But when I was a child growing up, we didn't have much access to corn syrup. So I know that the old folks did not make the candy with this. So my mom went to Belize for the Christmas giveaway and she questioned one of her friend's mother that just turned 100 years old to ask her how to make this candy, and she still had all her faculties, so she told my mom the trick is that half of that lemon for the citric acid. So see, it's boiling and it's been going for a couple of minutes. Let's take a look here. This is to the point where we'd stop it and put dye and stuff in it to make snow cone syrup. Alright, so now it says 216, 217 on the candy thermometer, so I'm going to put the lemon juice in it. I want to try to zoom right in on the candy thermometer for you guys to see. Okay, so it's at 222. Remember, we wanted it to get to 270, alright? And it's still looking light in color. We want it to get to 270. And that's where you should be able to drop it in this cold water and get those threads. So I need like 4 arms right now, guys. Let's zoom in and see where the thermometer is at. Alright, so it's at 225. It's at 238 and I dropped some in the ice water and it's still soft, see? When you try to get it, you can't grab it. You can grab a little bit of it. You can't make it into a ball, so it has to be 270. But if you can see, it's turning like a light golden brown color. And let's see what state it's at by dropping it in the ice water. Okay. Let's see. I don't know where to put my spoon. And I've got everybody in here helping me now. Oh, yeah, you can pick it up and it's pliable. I think it's done. Forget the thermometer. Let's get it over to the other counter. Okay, so we're going to pour it. Let it spread out on our baking thing right here. I hear people say that you're supposed to put it like on a cooling tray, but I don't know what that is. So I'm putting it on a baking sheet like I see people used to do when they make it in Belize when I was little. See how golden it is? Now we're going to let it sit for a little while so it can firm up before we start trying to mess with it, okay? Okay, so see, that's not even 30 seconds. And it's pliable, see? That's what you want to like start getting it into a ball. And I have Joe show your hands on camera. Joe put on some gloves. He put on some work gloves because we didn't have any for the kitchen, so he put some latex gloves over it. You're gonna need gloves to work with this candy, all right? So we're trying to get it into one big ball. So kids, don't do this by yourself. Do you want to try?
What am I supposed to do?
Just kind of heap it into a ball. Okay, so we're going to keep the camera trained right on this. Because as soon as it's firm up a little bit more, we're going to have Joe use these gloved hands to stretch it. And it's called stretch my guts in Belize because you stretch it like intestines before you can cut it. I think this is the best we've ever gotten it before. Okay, so I'm excited and nervous at the same time. It's looking good.
It's better than before.
I like the color. The color's gorgeous, guys. Take a look, guys. Everybody's helping. Jada's over there holding her breath. Joshua's over here with one camera. Daddy's doing the hard work. Okay.
Just a
We
little
want to
bit.
make it into one big ball
Oh, gotta get a little bit harder.
before we get our hands in there. Okay, we want to get it a little bit more firm. But did you guys notice how the thermometer, knocked out on me? And so I didn't have that. I had to fly blind to figure, so I'm glad that I learned about the cold water, drop it in to find out the state that it's in. That's the soft ball state, I think that's called. Anyways, there's like 3 different stages of making candy, and I'm not really good at making candy, so bear with me.
Looking good, looking good.
And normally in Belize, people will like stretch it on a nail head or on a hook, but we don't have any of that. I don't want to wreck my wall. We have these dry walls that are cheapo, and so we're just gonna stretch it long like intestines, and we're gonna cut it into little pieces. All right? All right.
I feel like we made it with some flour tortilla.
Okay, look at this piece, guys. You can twist it, see? So it's going to turn into hard candy. So you want to be able to do this, Joe, to knead it, like that, and roll it. That's what you want to do. You guys notice I involved Joe. Okay, you want to stretch it like rope too, Joe?
I'm trying.
Grab the whole piece. No, like the whole ball. Pick up the whole ball. Make it into a ball. Look at me giving directions because I don't have the gloves on. Make it into a ball. Then pick it up and like you're doing this.
That's what I'm doing, Chief.
I'm the chief?
Yep.
Okay, good. Don't worry about that piece left behind. Yes, absolutely great. Oh, it's still too soft, but go ahead, you're doing great.
I'm just playing with it like Play-Doh.
This is why it's called stretch my guts. You're stretching the guts, guys. Just try to get it as best as you can.
It look like a guts.
Thin out that area. Thin out. I don't know, is this video going to be called Epic Fail or it's going to be called Stretch My Guts? Yeah, Joe's doing the best he can with the gloves that he's using. We really need to go invest in like the candy making gloves or something like that. But look at my little piece. Let me get it out of there. We'll have one good segment to show. Get some off of this. Excellent job, Joe. I am not going to complain at all. We still need to get it thinner if we can, though. See? It's hard. Listen. Listen. It's hard.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah. I think, like, if you could shape it a little bit thinner, because you don't want to get a big lump. Yeah. Just like that. Let's see. See, that's one piece, guys?
You could put it more.
Hmm?
You could put it rounder.
Yeah, he's trying to shape it a little bit more round.
Well, why can't you just do this, I guess?
You could cut it and then do that. It's easier. Cut another piece. You guys seeing this? Alright guys, you're seeing what Joe's doing here. It's so good to have the whole family involved in it too. Everybody was just like lending a hand. I'm so happy to have my kids help out. And so we're cutting this. It looks like stretch me guts, guys. For those of you from Belize who remember this. Cut this one smaller. And even vegans can eat this because it's not it's totally vegan friendly, right? So I'm just gonna keep cutting them. It's still warm. I would say it's still hot, but we want to cut it. This is the first time that this has ever come out this awesome. I must say I'm very proud. Thank you for the help, Joel. Okay, shape that for me. I don't want it flat, I want it shaped round.
I'm gonna take these out. Sorry about that.
And we're so ghetto. Joe used some work gloves that he had, and we put those, what do you call that, latex glove over it to make sure it's clean. So for people who have latex allergy, don't do that, alright? So if you notice, I'm just cutting it and Joe is like shaping it for me. So I'll see you guys when we have them all lined up, alright? Okay, this is a lot of work because we're like moving so fast while it's still hot to try to shape it, because I don't want to have any of them that has like sharp edges, like shards, because I don't want anybody to cut their tongue while they eat it. But see, I even twisted some of them. I am so proud of this. You guys don't even know how hard I worked on this candy. Sometimes I gave up in the past. And for the people who have asked me for these things before, if I don't do them right away, it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's pretty much that I don't know how to do it, and I'm trying to learn, because it's not all Belizean food that I know how to cook. You know, I started off with my family recipes, and then other people gave me recipes, and then sometimes people don't want to give me the recipes because they think I'm just going to share it with the world, which is basically what I do. But look how beautiful it is. And we haven't even tasted it. It has to cool down some more. I don't want to burn my tongue. So I'm going to get it on a beautiful platter. And then when I come back, Joe and I will be tasting and telling you our views, okay? Alright guys, so this is one of those test endings that we really can't taste while we're talking, because it's not good to eat hard candy while you're speaking, right? But Joe and I ate a little piece just now and it was just divine. Now, you guys know this is basically hard candy. The only difference between this, you know, Belizean stretch me guts and hard candy is that this uses coconut water to make the candy. So of course, if you were making like strawberry or lemon flavored, you would use regular water. You wouldn't use the coconut water. You use regular water, and then you would put the extract to match with the flavor you want to do. And you'd also put food dye. Don't make the mistake of putting them on top of each other too quickly, okay, because they do take a while to cool down. If you do it, it'll get into one big glop again. So just go ahead and keep them separate on the tray and let it cool down completely. You can wrap them individually, make them look nice, give them to your loved one. Joe and I are not going to be eating any more of this.
Yep.
Anyways, guys, if you liked the video, hit like below, share it with your friends and family for me, and let them know that the Bear Pantry Show finally did stretch me guts. I am so proud of this. I'm proud of this as I am of the honey buns and the tableta and the cutter root. Thanks again for watching, guys.
Until we see you again, take care.
Please check out my review channel right here on YouTube. It's called Bear Pantry Talk. Also, check out my vlog channel. It's called Babs Bear Talk.